Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we'll be talking about my mock draft. All right, and look, we'll run through the first round right now, and then second round we'll talk about after we do the first round. But let's run through the first round right here, and then I'll go and talk about every pick individually. First off, Jabari Smith going to the Orlando Magic. The Thunder take Chet Holmgren. The Rockets take Paulo Bancaro. The Kings will take Jaden Ivey. Pistons will take Shaedon Sharpe. The Pacers will take Keegan Murray. The Trailblazers will take Jeremy Sohan. At 8, the Pelicans take Bennedict Mathurin. At 9, the San Antonio Spurs take Johnny Davis. At 10, the Wizards take Dyson Daniels. At 11, Jalen Duran. At 12, Ousmane Dieng. At 13, the Hornets take Mark Williams. At 14, the Cavs take Malachi Branham. At 15, the Hornets take AJ Griffin. At 16, the Hawks take Ochai Agbaji. At 17, the Rockets take Ty Washington. At 18, Tari Eason to the Bulls. The Timberwolves at 19 take EJ Little. 20, Nicole Yovic to the Spurs. At 21, the Nuggets take Jalen Williams. At 22, the Grizzlies take Bryce McGolwins. At 23, the Sixers take Jaden Hardy. At 24, Kennedy Chandler to the Bucks. At 25, Spurs take Kendall Brown. At 26, the Mavericks take Patrick Baldwin. At 27, Marjon Beauchamp to the Heat. 28, Jake LaRavia to the Warriors. And at 29, the Grizzlies take Blake Wesley. And the Thunder at 30 take Walker Kessler, stopping his incredible draft fall. Now, I think this is something that has been a very interesting, year. And let's talk about why I chose these guys for every single pick, okay? And really, first off, Jabari Smith, I think he's a better pick, even though it has been reported, okay, that our guy might not be the first pick. I think he is. I think Chet Holmgren gives him too much PTSD, and he's just an elite shooter. He's a two-way Rashard Lewis. Now, Chet Holmgren going to the Thunder, come on. Even at 195 pounds, he's a monster rim protector whose outstanding positioning and excellent anticipation means he can have Defensive Player of the Year upside. But at 195 pounds, will he be able to go against Jokic and other guys like Embiid and Steven Adams and Jonas Valanciunas? Then there's Paulo Bancaro going to the Rockets, 6'10", 245 pounds, and he led Duke to the Final Four this year, and he looked better every single game he played. At 4, Jaden Ivey, who I think is the shooting guard version of John Wall. He uses his speed to create driving lanes and transition opportunities that very much resemble former #1 overall pick John Wall early in his career. And obviously, his non-existent mid-range and sub-elite passing, both essential skills to be an elite NBA point guard, are kind of, At 5, I have the Pistons taking Shaedon Sharpe just because 6'6" with almost a 7-foot wingspan. He's worth every bit of the gamble. 6, Keegan Murray. He's the safest pick of the draft. 6'8" with, 23 points and 8 rebounds a game this year at Iowa, 40% from the 3. He's kind of like Tobias Harris. And look, Tobias Harris isn't a bad player, almost an all-star level player. Keegan Murray fits perfect and will help the Pacers retool instead of rebuild. Jeremy Sohan to the Trailblazers I did because look, Jeremy Sohan right here, very reminiscent of Patrick Williams, 6'9", switchable defender, can guard 1 through 5, positioning, timing, all he needs is his jump shot. And this Blazers regime likes to draft very young and upside driven, and Sohan's the kind of guy who has tended to fit how they like to invest in projects, and he could be an impact defender from day one. Now, Bennedict Mathurin is who I have right here. I just think Bennedict Mathurin just fits so well. And the Pelicans are looking to add shooting around their core of Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, and CJ McCollum. Mathurin fits really well as a player who could make an impact as soon as next year on a playoff team, and fits really well potentially on the wing with the defensive guy, Herb Jones. Now, at 9, I put my man, Johnny Davis. I know, Johnny Davis. And I know people are anticipating him to go between 7 and 17. And this guy was a Big Ten Player of the Year. Offensively, he's a shot creator. And defensively, he's a great on-ball and off-ball defender. Not an elite athlete, but I think he'll do fine. And then at 10, yes, at 10, I have my boys, Dyson Daniels, going to the Wizards. I actually very much like this. He's a great playmaker, and his draft stock's going to come down to shooting. His shot doesn't look broken, but there's some slight mechanical tweaks that need to be done. And he profiles as a terrific starting point guard who can turn into one of the best role players in the NBA. 6'7" point guard / wing, and he's almost 6'8". At 11, we have Jalen Duran. Okay, Jalen Duran. Why? Because I think he's the best defender. He kind of just fits what they need. Like his switchability defensively, he's kind of Bam Adebayo and DeAndre Jordan starter kick, 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan, 245 pounds. I love it. Ousmane Deng. Okay, this is a guy who I very much liked. Over the last 12 games, he averaged 48% from the field, 36 from three, 13.5 points. And it seems like he has a deal with the Thunder to go at 12. At 13, I have Mark Williams, the man who literally has almost Taco Fall size. And the Hornets took Kai Jones last season. Jones doesn't quite profile as the rim protector Williams could be, and this is important for a team that must find answers on defense sooner rather than later, with LaMelo Ball entering the portion of his career where he should be competing in the playoffs regularly, in my opinion. Okay, and now at 14, I have Malachi Branham. I know some people are going to be like, Branham? Look, Branham is awesome, okay? His game is shooting and scoring. This guy averaged, over the last 22 games, 17 points a night, 53 from the field and 43 from three, okay? And he's awesome. I love him. Then at 15, I have our guys. I think this one a lot of people are going to be interested. At 15, the Charlotte Hornets taking A.J. Griffin. I know, A.J. Griffin. This guy, look, he was a poor defender this season and had a lot of games where he wasn't quite as visible as teams would like from a potential lottery pick. But man, he shot 45% from three, and a lot of those were off pull-ups and off the catch at a high level, and could be one of the best or the best three-point shooter in his draft class. Now, at 16, I know it's interesting, but 16, I have Ochai Agbaji going to the Hawks. Why? Because he was the most outstanding player in the NCAA tournament. He's literally Malik Beasley, but a better defender. On offense, he's Malik Beasley, shooting 41% from three, 7 attempts a game. He's an efficient scorer in transition, and he's really just going to shoot threes and dunk the ball. On defense, he's a plus defender who will hold his own and make mistakes. He'll end up being a role player. His solid defensive play and shooting make him a great fit for the Hawks. Now, at 17, I have Ty Washington going to the Rockets. They need a point guard. And look at Tyrese Maxey and Tyler Hero and Keldon Johnson, how they've all developed after sliding in the draft. At 18, Tari Eason, he just fits exactly what the Bulls need. Caruso, Lonzo Ball, Kobe White, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and, Patrick Williams and Zach with Tari Eason will just be awesome. Then at 19, I have my Minnesota Timberwolves taking EJ Little. We need a guy like EJ Little. He's literally Paul Millsap 2.0, and I think he will come in and make a huge impact for us that will be felt immediately, being able to play small ball 5 if needed to stretch the floor, defend multiple positions. Then I have Nicole Yovic going to the Nuggets. I very much like this guy. He's a point forward, very similar to Dario Saric, which I think is his floor. But besides that, Nikola Jovic, he's a point forward. He actually played some shooting guard at times, and he's skilled. He averaged 36% from three, 3.5 assists. He's not a crazy athlete, but he'll be good for them. Now, at 21, I have the Denver Nuggets taking Jalen Williams. I had him going to the Cavs, which he still could be going there, but he's 6'7" almost with a 7'2" frame. He shot 40% from three, passes at a high level. He's a point guard at times, and I like him there. 22, I have Bryce McGowens, 19 years old, 6'7", creating off the bounce. Grizzlies like young guys, and they're trying to replace, Dylan Brooks with either Zaire Williams or Bryce McGowens. The Philadelphia 76ers, I have them taking Jaden Hardy. More I watched, I liked him, and I just think Jaden Hardy is a guy who just fits really well for what the Sixers want. At 24, I have the Bucks taking Kenny Chandler. He could slip into the second round, similar to Sharif Cooper of last year, but he's a good defender and way better than Sharif was last year, in my opinion. So, in that sense, I think we should be fine. At 25, I have Kendall Brown going to the Spurs. Okay, Kendall Brown's a fun guy to watch if you guys have not followed him. And I definitely think he's a guy that get an outstanding start to the season. People thought he was going to be a lottery pick. He's just not a good shooter or comfortable at doing it, or a comfortable ball handler, but he's an extremely athletic athlete, 6'8" with a vertical pop. He can guard 1 through 5. And if he can shoot, he's an impact player for them. Now at 26, I have Patrick Baldwin. He's not a shot creator, but he's got such good shooting mechanics. Okay, Dallas Mavericks are going to want him just to be standing at the three-point line and just shooting all day. Marjon Beauchamp, he's a little bit of a do-everything wing, and I could really see this guy as a guy who could be like a PJ Tucker, Jay Crowder guy developing into. 28, I have Jake LaRavia going to The Golden State Warriors, they like these analytically driven players. He just fits what they want, and he could be a small ball 5 who can help replace Kevon Looney if they need to. At 29, I have the Grizzlies taking Blake Wesley. Blake Wesley is a fun guy. His stock just went down because, you know, he shot 15 over 45 over 3 games and looked a bit overwhelmed. Over the last 17 games of the season, he shot 36% from the field and 26 from 3, so I think that's kind of the reason why he slid down the draft. Walker Kessler, I like this guy. And Kessler is one of the best rim protectors in the draft class. And the thing is he can shoot from the perimeter a bit, but he'll face high-level athletes every night. And he kind of got destroyed by the Hurricanes in the tournament because they were way more athletic than him. Now here, let's go through the second round. Kai Soto could go through here at any point, but I don't have him listed because it's hard to pinpoint where he could go. I'll have him in the next draft. But Trevor Keels to the Pacers. Wendell Moore Jr. to the Magic. Raptors get Leonard Miller. Thunder get Christian Colocu. Magic get Max Christie. Trailblazers get Caleb Houston. Kings get Ryan Rollins. Spurs get Christian Brown. Cavaliers take Dalen Terry. Timberwolves get Peyton Watson. Pelicans get Josh Minnow. Knicks get Ron Harper Jr. Clippers get Gene Montero. Hawks get Sharif O'Neal. Hornets get Ismail Kamage. Pistons get Khalifa Diop. Grizzlies take Jalen Williams. Timberwolves take Aldonis Williams. 49 Kings take Justin Lewis. Timberwolves take Jabari Walker at 50. Golden State Warriors take J.D. Davison. New Orleans Pelicans take Keon Ellis, teammate of Herb Jones. Celtics take Isaiah Mobley. Washington will take Matteo Spagnolo. Golden State Warriors will take Gabriel Procida. Both of those guys I think will be drafting stash players for at least a year. Cavs will take Hugo Benson. And Trailblazers will take Dominic Barlow. And Pacers will take Julian Chapenny. 59th to 60th pick are forfeited. Let me hear your thoughts down below, guys. I do love you. I didn't realize I was sitting this whole time like this. But hey, who cares? You know, honestly. Damn. If I was talking this whole time like this, did the video sound fine?